The big question around all this economic data is, are we going to now see rate cuts? And the market didn't like, the fact, the market knew we weren't going to have a rate cut on Wednesday.
I
wasn't the surprise.
don't think anybody thought that there were going to be rate cuts. But the verbiage or the explanation for it, they didn't really like.
Yeah, and it seems, when I first read it, I was like, oh, it seems like Powell's maybe not going to cut in September. But to me, he said, we have made no decisions about September. We don't do that in advance. We'll be taking that information into consideration, all the information we get as we make our decision. So I wouldn't say it was necessarily dovish where he's going to come out and say, yeah, we're cutting rates in September, but I don't think it was as hawkish as a lot of people were worried about, saying that he was absolutely not going to be cutting in September. I think now pairing, again, a GDP report that was okay with a labor report that was questionable, I think now you could be really looking towards that cut in September because the economy is not advancing aggressively. I'd say, in fact, it's slowing quite drastically.
Yeah, and now with the information that we have with the reports on Friday, I think the case for a September cut is a little bit stronger. After Wednesday, I think people really discounted the chances of seeing a cut in September, but now I think people are looking at that a little bit more. Not only, previously, the market has been doing well partly because rates were expected, and then when Powell says, well, maybe not, that kind of hurt things a little bit, but now it might be, well, because of those somewhat negative numbers that we see on Friday, cuts might be necessary to keep the economy going.